This week we're aboard the Embraer, flying from London City Airport to Zurich in Switzerland with Helvetic Airways. We're treated to beautiful nighttime views of the capital on departure. My husband goes on the rob with the onboard seasonal edition of the Swiss chocolate, and I spend some time in the galley chatting to the very wonderful Helvetic Airways cabin crew. Well, a very good morning from Canary Wharf, and today we've been staying in the city, but now it's time to get back and do a bit of hard work, get on a flight and review it for you guys. So today, flying Helvetic Airways from London City Airport across to Zurich, and this is forming part of a wider trip actually. We're on our way to Hong Kong, so from Zurich we're going to fly onwards to Hong Kong, stay there, and plenty more videos to come. So come with me as I review Helvetic Airways in economy from London City to Zurich Airport. So all off the DLR. I do love the DLR, and I love the ease of London City Airport. It's so simple to get to. Wherever you are pretty much in London, straight on the tube and then jump on the DLR and you're here. It's nice not to be stuck on loads of trains or long journeys. Sometimes that Piccadilly line across to Heathrow Airport, or even if you take the Elizabeth line, can be a little bit of a journey sometimes. So it's nice to be in an airport that's so conveniently located to the city. Just a quick reminder though to ensure you do tap your debit card or Oyster card when you leave here from the DLR. I've been caught out numerous times over the years, that's for sure. Now, as we've already checked in and got a boarding pass, we simply needed to backdrop here at London City Airport. We'd arrived a little too early, but eventually it opened up and Helvetic and Swiss use these nifty little machines which automate the entire process. You simply scan your boarding pass, get your printed luggage tags and drop them off at the counter. Simple and easy. That's how we like it. On the facilities front, pre-security, London City boasts an eatery, Soul and Grain, alongside a WH Smith. There's also a pret-a-manger too. For us though, it was time to head through security, and it's just worth noting that Helvetic use all Swiss logos and branding on the departure boards here, just in case you thought you couldn't see it. So all through security, not the usual level of efficiency that I'm used to at London City. Normally it's pretty quick and pretty efficient, but today, alas not. It was about 30 minutes from start to finish. So for London City, I'm normally used to rocking up and getting straight through, but it is peak time at the moment, and lots of departures this evening out of city, so that's probably one of the reasons why it took so long. So yeah, we're through, gonna grab a drink, and then we'll head on that Helvetic Airways flight over to Zurich. So just chilling out now, about just under 40 minutes to go before we board and get that gate with Helvetic Airways over to Zurich. And one of the things I was just saying to my husband was they are light years ahead, the Swiss app, when it comes to information, notifications and bag tags, etc. When we tagged our bags here, I got a bag tag through the digital bag tagging system. My husband tried it and didn't give him one, so it had to be done manually. And as soon as both of those were scanned, we've now had a notification on our phone to track those bags. So almost a little bit like an AirTag kind of function. Now we do use AirTags in our bags, but that's a nice little additional bonus, I think, when an airline has really good tech and good back end that seamlessly integrates like that. It just makes the journey so much easier. So flight time today of around an hour 30 apparently. Sometimes that goes up, sometimes that goes down. But not too long to go before we jump on board this flight over to Zurich. We then got the gate announcement through the screens at London City and also a notification from the Swiss mobile app, so headed in the direction of gates 21 to 24. Today's aircraft is this Embraer E195, which was delivered to Helvetic Airways back in July of 2021. Boarding was done by the group number on your boarding card and strictly enforced. We were Group 3 today. We then waited in the corridor playing a brief game of everyone's favourite boarding not boarding. But finally, we were allowed to get on board and get settled into our seat. And speaking of seats, here was our abode, seats 12A and 12C for our jaunt over to Switzerland. So all aboard this Helvetic Airways Embraer E195 over to Zurich. A little bit late boarding today, actually, about 10 to 15 minutes of boarding, not boarding on those stairs, but we're all aboard now. So let me get settled in and I'll take you on a full tour of this economy cabin aboard Helvetic Airways. Legroom was great, as is usually the case on these aircraft types. There was overhead air vents and reading lights too, and reasonable overhead storage space. There's a drop-down tray table and a selection of Swiss-branded literature, including menu card, in-flight shopping magazine, and safety instructions too. There's an in-seat storage pocket for little items, a manual window blind, and also a button that reclines your seat. So all up in the climb now, and that is always a very steep takeoff out of London City. You certainly roar out that place. It's always good to see. So we've been told the flight time's about an hour 20 over to Zurich today, so only about 10-15 minutes shorter than what I thought it was earlier, and that gives us about 2 hours to connect onto our next flight to Hong Kong. So that will be next week's video, so stay tuned for that one. But for now I'm going to get strapped in, settle down for this very quick hop over to Zurich and show you everything you get when you fly Helvetic Airways from London City. Then the onboard service began, which closely mirrors the Swiss economy service. A complimentary bottle of Valsa still mineral water is handed out before a paid-for actual seat-style offering, including hot food, begins. I'm really impressed. You can also snag Swiss merchandise, including a model of its latest A350 Pride and Joy. We, however, opted for the Swiss Cautina hot chocolate as a bit of a pick-me-up. So all the service has started. Husband has the hot chocolate, as do I. And we looked at, because they're using some sort of brand new special cup on here. Some of the cups weren't delivered, so she said, look, I'll put it in a smaller cup and make you two. So how nice. Crew are lovely, really friendly. She's just come along and said, I noticed you filming when you were boarding, and you know, she was asking what I was doing, so I told her obviously this is what I do, and in a strange twist of events, normally, you know, that's where the conversation ends. But she said, look, if there's anything you need from us or we can do anything for you, then let us know. So really friendly and nice crew on board Helvetic Airways. Quite a lot of crossover in terms of the service with that Swiss Airlines flight I did from London Heathrow over to Zurich when I was going down to Naples. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll pop a link up top. There was a economy Swiss video from London Heathrow to Zurich, and then an Edelweiss business class video from Zurich to Naples. But yeah, all good. It's flying by as always, no pun intended. We've got hot chocolate and we're very happy. So just come down the bank to do a quick toilet review. It's okay, not too bad at all, but I seem to be running into a problem regularly when I'm flying on these shorter haul aircraft at the moment, and that is the fact that I am too tall for the toilet. So I'm on Helvetic with the lovely Jilly. Lovely to meet you.
Hello, it's great.
Thank you for looking after us. So tell me, roughly what does your average day look like?
Okay, so today I had 2 legs to London City. That means 2 flights. You have 1 hour for a briefing, so you will go to a briefing room. You will check with your crew as well, what are you going to do for today, with the senior, they will tell you, and the commander and the co-pilot. Then you will come with the crew bus to the airplane. You will start doing your pre-flight check. You will fix everything for the boarding. And then when the boarding will start, the passengers will come in.
And that's where the fun starts.
Yes, that's where everything happens. And the stress as well, because you have a lot of luggage.
Of course.
Everyone wants to have a ticket sit, and you have to manage it in time, because we don't want any delay.
Of course.
Then we will do the safety demo, and then it's ready to go. We'll have the seatbelt sign on, and we can manage to go in the air. Then we will start our service. We will do the water. First, we will give complimentary water to everyone, and later on we will do the service with the cookies, the drinks, the chips, and everything.
And the hot chocolate, like I had. Hot chocolate was very good, by the way. And we got 2 cups. We were very well looked after by Jilly. What's your biggest tip for a passenger then? So anyone that's flying on this route, have you got any sneaky tips for them?
Always be nice to your crew. We work very hard, even during Christmas and New Year, so it would be nice if everyone would be nice to you, and then we can give the respect back as well.
I think that is the best tip ever. Bring chocolates for the crew and they'll always look after you. Thank you, Jilly. You're a star.
Thank you.
Well, that was a really nice flight. I really enjoyed that one, and it was really good to talk to all the crew and, of course, Jilly, who you've heard from. Whilst I was doing my interview, somebody snuck in 2 of the Swiss chocolates, which are the Christmas edition Hangfire. Dark chocolate with orange. I came back to no chocolate. Yes, caught in the act. But the lovely Jilly gave me a 3rd, so there we go. So it's flown by this flight, it's gone really quick. It's been a really, really nice flight, so no complaints from me at all. Any complaints from the husband? No, he's just licking his lips. This was a genuinely lovely flight, calm, comfortable and quietly personal. The Embraer continues to impress me. It really is an aircraft that feels perfectly suited to routes like this, almost semi-private in atmosphere, where nothing feels rushed. But more than the aircraft or the seat, it's the crew that truly defines the experience. When they take the time to speak with you, to connect, rather than simply serve, flying becomes something much more than transport. It becomes human. In an industry often driven by efficiency alone, it's reassuring to be reminded that care and pride still matter, and that sometimes it's the smaller, simpler flights that leave the strongest impression. And that's something that Helvetic Airways does really, really well. Now feels like the perfect moment to ask, if you're enjoying the adventures so far, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and come along for the ride with a growing community of fellow travellers.